everybody, welcome back to the channel. This week's episode is really exciting. A couple of months back, or about a month back, I got to shadow one of my good friends, Paul, who is just an extraordinary DP, director of photography. He's just an amazing photographer, has his own website. I'll link it in the description. You can see his stuff. He's worked for Nike and other companies and brands and does an amazing job. But I got to shadow him on a movie set that he was working on. And so I wanted to share that experience with you and highlight some of the things that stood out to me. This is what I came away with. So the first thing I learned about filming a movie and being on the movie set is that pre-production is a must. You absolutely need to know all the lighting, all the props, where you're going to actually film, what you need in the room while you're filming. All of the little details are a necessity to make the film look and feel the way you want it to look and feel. And oftentimes you can't just show up on the set and make it happen. You have to do all the pre-production work. Paul actually went out to the site where we shot. He had one key light which lit the whole scene, which was very, very cool. And he came out, set that up, cleared out the room that we shot the movie in. He did all of the little details, and him and the director worked all those things out before we even got on set the day of shooting. So pre-production is an absolute must if you're going to shoot any kind of high quality film. The second thing that stood out to me is you must have all of your shots planned out ahead of time. If you know that say an angle or lens combination with a certain kind of lighting is something that you need several different shots with, do them all at one time. Don't go back and forth from one setup to another setup. It just wastes time. And as they say, time is money. And that is exactly what it is on a movie set. The longer you take to get your shots, the more your actors are sticking around, your crew is sticking around, and if you're paying them, that's going to cost a lot of extra money. So make sure that you have your shots pre-planned, as well as you're efficient with how you make those shots happen. I've always heard that it's important to plan your shots, and it's something that I roughly think about on my YouTube stuff, but with this kind of YouTube channel, I don't have to really set up exact shots. It's more of just a vlog. I just kind of generally want a shot of something and I kind of generally get that shot. But in a movie, every shot, every angle, every lighting setup is portraying and telling the story that the director wants to tell. And so all of that is so important and must be pre-planned. Otherwise you are going to waste a lot of time sitting there and thinking it up at that time. And again, time is money. The third thing that stood out to me was how important rehearsal is. Rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. And really, this is in two critical areas. The first one is for the whole film crew and the acting talent. They have to rehearse exactly what it is that the movement's going to be, where the camera is going with the talent actually walking with the camera. It's a bit of a dance that you have to navigate through. There was one scene that Paul had envisioned where we actually did a 360 around the person who was being interrogated, and that whole scene we had to walk through several times so that he got the angle that he needed from the camera to the talent around the actual person in the middle, and that took a lot of coordinating, and it took several rehearsals to get that movement down pat. rehearsal, blocking, that is so key and so vital, so that then you only have to take 1 take or 2 takes and you'll have what you envisioned. The other thing is the acting talent. Make sure that they know their lines. This might seem like a no-brainer, but you will have to do scenes over and over and over and over and over again if they don't know their lines. And this can become really important when maybe there's a longer dialogue. So they're saying this whole bit of dialogue and you get all the way to the end, it's all perfect, and then all of a sudden, whoops, forgot a line or said a word wrong or whatever it might be. So just make sure that the actors and actresses know their lines down pat. It is going to be so helpful, again, to be efficient with your time, to get the scenes that you need and do it in a timely fashion. The fourth thing that stood out to me is that acting talent is a real thing. So when you are putting together a movie, the level of acting talent can take a movie from here to here.
Maxwell?
Now we know this because we see movies where actors or actresses are just amazing. I've been involved in a lot of just sketches and videos that we've created here at the church or just personally, and it's all with just volunteer talent, and some are better than others, but mostly we aren't dealing with professional actors or actresses, and it shows. You can have the best gear and the greatest setup and lighting, and everything seems cinematic and ready to go, and this is going to be a great movie. And then if your acting talent is average or even subpar, nothing will be able to fix that or bring that to a higher level. Acting talent is so important. If you truly want your movie to excel beyond just the lighting, the visual style, invest in acting talent. Now, this could be maybe close friends that you know, someone that has an acting background that can come in and do what you need them to do for a budget price. It might be that you have to go out and hire acting talent, but it might be well worth it to take your movie to the next level. So those are my 4 quick takeaways from my experience on a movie set. It was, again, just amazing. It was such a good time. It was just fun to see other people produce and create and just see their style and how it's all done. It was very fascinating to me. So thanks guys for coming along on this one. If anyone out there needs a assistant DP, if you need someone who can do sound, I'm your guy. Hey, so Paul, thanks a lot for letting me come along and get a little behind the scenes shots, as well as help you out with the sound and different things. I look forward to our next project together. And in the meantime, if you have a project that you need a sound guy or an assistant DP or even a DP, just let me know. I'm available. All right, guys, see you in the next one.